Kyle Klingman of Track Wrestling, another edition of Throwback Thursday with two-time NCAA wrestling champion Dan Gable from Iowa State. 1970 you got second place, and the reason behind that was a guy named Larry Owings. And buried back here we have all these things out into the open, all of your trophies, all of your artifacts. Buried back on this wall is this picture right here of you on the medal stand. This is Larry Owings up here, and there is Dan Gable, tears in his eyes, and you have this picture here for a reason. Why is that?
Well, I don't know if I put it there, but whoever designed the room has probably had something to do with my wife, probably had something to do with my mom back in the day when I moved into this house, built this house. And so I would say that they probably put it kind of hidden so they didn't have to look at it. It's probably pained my mom more than anybody. So, you know, and she was going to spend some time down here, she didn't have to look at it. But I think it was there for a long time before I even knew it, because I really don't get down here, even though I do take groups through here of kids sometimes. It's like I kind of forget that this is here, but it's a good reminder of what happens in life, especially if you get off track. Larry Owings was on track, Dan Gable was off track, and that's the way to be for Larry, and that's not the way to be when you want to wrestle one more match and have a career that ends 182-0. Instead, it ended 181-0, or excuse me, 181-1. So Larry Owings is a part of me, and my sister is a huge part of me. This is just a sporting event, but it was one that was very meaningful in helping me determine who was going to win in the future at the Olympic and World Championship level. It was basically that loss gave me the first time in my life that I analyzed what I had done for 365 days previously and what I was going to do up into the future through the World Championships, through the Olympic Games. And it wasn't just what I was going to do, it was what I analyzed and what other people analyzed me and what I needed to do, and not just going with the hard work effort, which is a great working point of work, you know, as far as like what you need to do every day. When you get up, you work hard, you go to bed. Well, you got to analyze what you need to do within those hours as far as getting you better. So they analyzed me in my performance, and they said, well, you're going to need to get better on takedowns. You're going to need to get better in freestyle wrestling now instead of just collegiate. So you're going to have to learn defense on the bottom, even though we really didn't have to, because if you didn't get on the bottom, you didn't need any defense, but you never know. So there was things that I had to transition in, and I actually went about the sport in a little bit different manner, all because I could finally feel the pain that is needed to push you to a higher level of what you need to be doing. So that's it.
Insight from the most famous college match perhaps ever, Dan Gable against Larry Owings. Thanks for another edition of Throwback Thursday with Dan Gable.